Well, Taylor Fritz has done it, people. He has stomped Rafa Nadal, and he has played unbelievable tennis to take out Rafa. 2 injured warriors today. Taylor Fritz could almost not step on the court, and Rafa clearly had an injury lagging over from the semifinal match. But an incredible display of fight, of guts and glory today from both guys. So we're going to break down this match. Huge first Masters 1000 win for Taylor Fritz. First time he's actually also beaten a big 3 member. To do it in an Indian Wells final is just amazing. So we're going to break down the themes of this match, what the injury means going forward for Nadal, what this means for the other next-gen players, where Taylor Fritz just come up and won a Masters 1000. And we're going to get down to how Taylor did this and how he had to play through this match to get this result done in 2 sets. This is The Slice. I'm Stephen Boughton, and welcome to the show.
I go fair. You know what I mean? I can still
Coming at you from the Delray Beach Open Miami Open.
This
is Novak and Dominic DeAndre.
We are here with the man, Neil Brown.
Welcome to the Slice.
So if Taylor Fritz has done it, people, a lot of people didn't think he could, but he comes out and plays amazing tennis from the matches I saw this tournament against Rublev. He just smashed him off the court, and I'm like, I thought it was like maybe this is Rublev's week to win a Masters 1000. And then Taylor Fritz came out playing absolutely big in that match, and then he came out to get to a 4-0 lead double break to start this match the same way, playing the Taylor Fritz style, huge backhands, huge forehands. And he just gets it done in 2 sets against Nadal. 6-3, 7-6. Pretty crazy match in a lot of different ways. The injuries played a big part in it. Wasn't an excuse either way, but just both guys were clearly affected by their injuries. And the level of tennis and the type of battle we got out of it was still extremely special and a very entertaining battle. So before we get too much deeper into this, Go Sport is the official bag of The Slice, and they are the sponsor of this video. They are premium tennis bags. They are designed with the tennis player in mind, pockets exactly where they should be, not where they shouldn't, the amount of rackets that you need to play. So if you are in the market for a tennis bag, it needs to be a Go Sport bag as your next one, because they support our show and they're the best tennis bags in the market. Simple as that. So shout out to them for sponsoring The Slice. And let's take a look at this, guys. This was Rafa Nadal and Taylor Fritz last year in the 2021 season. Rafa, after foot surgery, again for his nagging injury that's affected him his whole career, not sure if he'd be able to play tennis anymore. And Taylor Fritz, after getting surgery on his knee, was able to recover quickly from that. But both of them having such success after their injury, especially Nadal coming back, obviously, to start the year 20-0, coming into this final, just unbelievable. And we talked a ton about Rafa, but Taylor Fritz has had a great run of form since that surgery. And before he, had some injury woes at the 2021 Australian Open, he had a super good fight against Djokovic, where he really showed a level that I hadn't really seen from him when it came to playing against the big 3. Now, coming into this final, like I said earlier, I don't think he'd won a match against a big 3 player. But he had done very well in bigger matches against bigger opponents in the last 5 or 6 months. Coming into this match, though, I did say there was a chance. I said he has the firepower to get this done in 2. I picked Rafa, though, because, you just got to back Rafa when it comes to a slower hard court, or faster hard court, to be honest, against a guy like Fritz, who had never won a Masters 1000. But yeah, it's just crazy for Fritz to come out and win Indian Wells when at the beginning of this tournament, I wouldn't believe you if you had had him in your top 5 guys. I probably wouldn't have believed you if you had him in your top 10, maybe like 8, 9, or 10 as most likely to win this. But he was shocked at the end. He showed how special it was for him, being an American, especially. Americans are going nuts. They're like, it's our time. The glory days are coming back. They're coming back, folks. So we'll see about that. I'm not sure about that, but the Masters 1000s now are the level where a lot of players can win it on the men's side. We saw that in 2021. And now with Taylor Fritz winning the first one of 2022, you're kind of thinking, are we going to be in for more of the same? And I hope so, because this was an amazing match. And, the veteran versus the underdog, kind of both guys injured coming in. And injuries are always tough to talk about because people go, oh, Rafa's showing his injury. He's always injured when it's not going his way. Very contentious, obviously. No one's happy when there's injuries involved. And it's weird how everyone gets so so excited when injuries talks about. But in this match, I think it was actually fair because Rafa was injured coming in and Taylor was injured coming in. Rafa had a weird shoulder, rib, chest injury that he had during the Alcaraz match, which we saw and which was apparent during this match. The adjustment he had before, some people were criticizing Nadal on Twitter for getting it done before Alcaraz served in the last match, but Rafa also got it done right before he served to stay in the match, in this match, where he actually had he was down championship point at one point. So Rafa's an absolute sportsman. Accusing him of that is just ridiculous. It makes you look like an absolute wanker. And the fact is that both these guys are battling through pain, which makes their battle that they had even more epic. So injuries did play a part in this match, but it didn't favor either person really, because Fritz almost couldn't play because of the pain that he had in his ankle. Apparently he rolled his ankle in warm-up, had to cut in the practice before the match, had to cut that short. The Netflix crew is there filming him, getting all the shots. So that's just adds to it. He had his ankle taped up, and it was like he clearly was just going to go for his shots and not want to run around and not be chasing down Rafa's huge whipping forehands all night, because that's just not a recipe for success probably anyways, but also definitely not when your ankle's not at 100%. So Taylor the Brave is what I'm calling him, because he came out and absolutely was mashing the ball. I call it smash ball tennis, but it's not like stupid smash ball tennis. He was just, anytime there was a ball that he could put away, he would just put it away. And that's what we saw against Rublev as well. But the way that Taylor Fritz can hit his backhand cross court driving it is, he does it in an effortless way. Like, he's not the most natural athlete, as you can tell. He's obviously extremely good, but he doesn't look anything like Rafa out there. Excuse me. And the way he can generate pace without it looking like he's hitting the ball that hard is crazy. Like in that first game or two, when he was putting backhands cross court, hitting them flat, like normally when you hit a cross court backhand and it lands on the sideline and the service line, you have to take pace off and roll it. Taylor Fritz is taking that ball so early and so flat, and he hits it at such a high contact point that he can drive it down basically, and he's hitting flat slapped backhand winners, and his forehand's doing damage as well. It's also huge. So from both wings, he was able to actually push Rafa around for most of this match and play on his terms, which was a huge key for him coming in. So 6-3 first set. That's a great set for Fritz. But then you can bet that Rafa is going to, no matter what, even with the pain he's feeling, he's going to make it interesting and make Fritz really think about what he's doing. Are you really going to win this in 2 sets? Are you really going to close out Rafa Nadal? And Taylor stayed brave. He backed himself. He kept playing that aggressive style of tennis. Neither of those guys' serve was dominant, but Taylor's serve was more dominant, because the way that Taylor was attacking Rafa's second and first serves when he could, I don't think Rafa had as much pop as he normally might have, but they are slower courts, and Taylor's just ripping the ball. It gave a bit of the serving advantage to Taylor Fritz. And the big thing in the second set, Rafa had 9 break chances. He only took 1 of them. And Taylor Fritz stood tall in those. He did break Taylor once, and then Taylor broke back and then went to a tiebreaker. But Rafa could have broken again to get, to close out the set. And then you never know when we go into a third set there. So Taylor was brave, played big time all the way through. And that's just even more amazing to do when it's your first Masters 1000 final and you're going for the biggest title of your career and the biggest win of your career. And just to play like that, look at him. He clearly can't even believe it, what he did there. So just amazing from Taylor Fritz. Frustrating day for Rafa, obviously, not being able to play to your full potential because of your body. Nobody knows that feeling better than Rafa. Unfortunately, throughout his career, he's just been insanely injured. But it's not an excuse today because Taylor Fritz was also injured. So both guys could have won this match. I do think Taylor played the better tennis for his potential. And Rafa looked 36 years old compared to a 24-year-old Taylor Fritz, who is just, beware the injured golfer. Is that what they say? Beware the injured tennis player as well, because sometimes when you just have to just go for things, it just works out, and you can't overthink things, and you can't get nervous almost because you're just, feeling pain. So anyways, Taylor Fritz comes through, plays super well, fights off Rafa's resurgence in the second set, holds it out in the tiebreaker. He was even down in the tiebreaker, so he was just able to pull in clutch and just weather the RAFA storm, which not many people can say they've done, especially in finals of big tournaments. So huge congrats to Taylor Fritz. He can't believe it. The Netflix crew, I'm sure, got amazing footage. What a story for Netflix. They're just loving it. If you didn't know, Netflix is doing like Drive to Survive for F1, but they're doing it for tennis. You should have known that. So that's going to be amazing. Now going into the clay swing for Rafa, because he's not playing Miami, what's this going to mean? He's going to have full 2 weeks off before Monte Carlo, which I'll probably be there for. Already got a place booked. So stay tuned for Monte Carlo on location reporting from your boy. What does this mean for Rafa? Well, it's weird because it's an upper body injury, but we've seen him come from being injured in, even at the Australian Open in 2018, having to pull out to being fine for the clay swing. Usually if he's injured, then he'll take like Indian Wells and Miami off maybe, but this time just Miami. And he will be, I think, ready to go for the clay swing after he gives his body some well-deserved and well-needed rest after going 20 wins, 1 loss to start the season, 3 titles already, all on hard court. Amazing. Amazing from Rafa, and even more amazing from Taylor Fritz, who came out and snatched his first Masters 1000 title against an ultimate warrior in the battle of the injured warriors. Indian Wells, more like Indian injured warriors. So pretty amazing scenes today. What a battle from 2 injured guys. Injuries don't take away from it. It adds to the complexity of the story. Don't let injuries count anything else, because to be honest, there's probably always an injury involved in any tennis match for these guys when they're playing as much as they do. So thanks for your guys' support. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and consider joining our channel, because there's special perks. There's going to be exclusive content for those people while I'm in Europe, and you guys are going to help make our content there work, and all this work, and your support does that. So thank you guys so much. We will see you for a Miami preview when the men's draw is out. Stay tuned to our channel. Hit us up on Instagram and Twitter, and I will see you guys very soon. Congrats to Taylor Fritz. Congrats to Nadal on an amazing start to 2022. And let's hope for more epic battles in 2022 on the ATP and WTA tours. It's just amazing. We'll see you guys soon.